Hello friends, this is Rajul Suthar, Assistant Professor of Sri Swaminarayan Institute of Technology, BART, Gandhinagar. In previous lecture of Android, we have discussed about the Android security, Android architecture. In Android architecture, we have discussed about some of the important point like Android architecture that cover the Linux kernel, role of the Linux kernel, that cover the display, camera, flash, Wi-Fi, audio. Then we have discussed about the Android runtime, that is the Dalvik virtual machine core libraries. We have also discussed about the native library and application framework as well as its application. We are using the home, contact, phone and browser. Then also discussed about the application component, that activity, service, broadcast, receiver and content provider. We also discussed in previous chapter the Android features, means it is the some of the features of SDK that cover the no licensing, distribution of or development fees or release the approval process, full multimedia hardware control. This type of features also discussed. In this chapter, in this lecture, we have discussed about the Android layout. So, what do you mean by Android layout? Why we required to study this point? So, layout manage, more generally, layouts are extension of the view group or class that designed to control the position of child control on a screen. Layout can be nested, letting you can create arbitrarily complex interface using the combination of layout manager. The Android SDK include some of simple layout to help you to construct your UI. It is up to you to select the right combination of layout to make your interface easy to understand. So first one, it is the linear layout. Number of layout here cover. The first one, that is called linear layout. A linear layout add each child view in a straight line, either vertically or horizontally. So let me show the layout of each and every Android architecture. So this is the linear layout. If you show the figure of linear layout, it is the each child view in the straight line, either vertical or it may be horizontal. A vertical layout has one child view per row, while the horizontal layout has a single row. A linear layout manage that allow to specify the weight for each child, that control the relative size of each within the available space. Look in the figure. So this is the code of linear layout. Then relative layout. By using the relative layout, you can define the position of each of the child. So this is the figure of relative layout and the code of relative layout. Then if you look at the third one, that is a table layout. So table layout, child view are arranged in row and column. So the table layout, it is the layout using the grid of row and column. The table view can span multiple row and columns can be set to the strike or grow. So this is the figure of table layout. Then list view. This list view also same as the table view. It display the scrolling single column list. Then grid view. We all familiar with the grid view. So this is the layout of grid view. Then web view. If you cover the web view, so it cover the HTML code or some of the designing part. So these are the layout. Some other layout also possible, like frame layout, not discussed in this slide, but the frame layout, it is the simplest of layout layout manager, the frame layout simply pin each child view to top left corner. They it adding the multiple children and each new child on the top of the previous with new view. It use the we can view the last one also. Then some of the layout like absolute layout. In the absolute layout, each child view position is defined in the absolute coordinate. Using this class, you can guarantee the exact layout of your component, but at the price compared to the previous manager, it describes the layout in absolute term, means that your layout can't dynamically adjust or different screen resolution and coordination. So these are the layout. We will discuss the working with the layout. So some of web designer use the HTML, then user interface designer can use the XML to define the Android application, screen element and layout. A layout XML resources is where many different resources come together to form a definition of the Android application screen. Layout resource file are included in the /res means resource /layout /directory. So what is the path of resource file? Resource file available in res/layout /directory. And compile into the application package and build. Layout file might be include many user interface control and define the layout for entire screen or describe the custom control used in the layout. Now in the next part of toolbox control in Android Studio, so that cover the number of buttons or number of the control that cover. First one is that is called the text view. So text view, that is a standard or a read-only text label. It supports the multi-line display, string formatting and automatic word wrapping. You can enter the text and like multi-line, or you can use as the number of formatting, auto formatting, word wrapping facility also provided. Then edit text and editable text entry box. It accepts the multi-line entry and word wrapping, so you can edit the text. Then next one, that is the list view. List view is used for the group that create and manage a group of view used to display the item in the list. Standard list view display the string value of an array of the object using the text view for each item. Then the control spinner that composite the control to display a text view and associated list view that lets you select an item from the list to display in the text box. It's made from the text view displaying the current selection combined with the button that display the selection dialog when the press. Then button standard, it is the push button, checkbox, two state button representing the check or uncheck box. Then radio button, there are two options whenever you create an application. There radio button, what is the use of radio button? Selecting from two options. Two state group button, it present the user with the number of the binary of which value can be selected at a time. So these are the toolbox control. Various other toolbox control also provided, like autocomplete text view, then image button, toggle button, radio button and radio group, then progress bar, then time picker, date picker, seek bar, alert dialog, switch and rating bar. This type of a control also available in Android Studio. Then Android menu. So Android menu cover the three type of menu. First one, that is called the option menu. So what is the use of option menu? The menu is useful for the in Android. Option menu is primary collection of menu item for the activity, and it useful to implement the action that have to global impact on the application, such as setting, search, by using the option menu. The following we are using some of the features, like if you are selecting the option, so it represents the new tab in the browser, that cover the new tab, bookmark, then recent tab, history, settings, help and feedback. This type of option we show. So this is called the option menu. Then pop-up menu. So what is the functionality of pop-up menu? Pop-up menu is useful to displaying the list of item in the model pop-up. That is the it will appear when the view there is a room or above the view. In the case there is no space, and it will be closed automatically when the touch outside of the pop-up. The Android pop-up menu provide an overflow style menu for the action and that release to specific content. Pop-up menu, it is the temporary menu, we can say. In Android, the pop-up menu provide overflow action that are related to specific content, and the action in the pop-up menu that attach the corresponding content. Pop-up menu doesn't support any item shortcut and item icon. In the higher version like Android 3.0 and above version that support the pop-up menu. Some of the important activity of the pop-up menu we will discuss whenever the video Then context menu. In Android, context menu is like the floating menu and that appear when the user perform a long press or a click on the element, and it is useful to implement the action that affect selected content or context frame. The Android context menu is more like the menu which display on right click in the Windows or Linux. The some of the functionality in Android context menu that offer action affect the specific item or context frame in the UI. We can provide a context menu for any view. The context menu doesn't support any item shortcut and icon facility. So these are the functionality of all three menus.